Yo, what's going on, Kicks Army? So I've been meaning to do this video for a while now. A lot of people have asked me my process of how I go about filming the videos, as well as some of the back-end process for how the videos are made. Let's get it. Nah, but my workstation's actually really convenient. So obviously I have my chair or whatever. I have my workstation right over here. I'll keep my pens or whatever markers that I'm going to use for that video off to the side. Tape is actually very important because if you notice in my videos, I don't rotate the paper. Now that makes it harder to get more detailed drawings because I'm not able to not only be right on top of the paper, but I can't rotate it to make it so that way it's easier for me to draw. And what I'll have to do is I'll set the paper down maybe like right over here. I'll tape up the edges so that way it stays still, and that way I know it's not going to move when I'm drawing. And then I'll have the tripod on the other side. So if we go around over here, this is like the other side of the desk. So I have my two light boxes, which, I mean, I'll turn on one of the lights. So I have the light boxes. They're obviously shining on the paper. And then I have the tripod on the back end side. So naturally, and this is kind of how my tripod set up, because I use my phone to film, I have this little extender. I forgot the brand, but you can get these things for pretty cheap. This opens out and closes, so it clamps onto the phone. So if I place the phone, bam. And obviously it's not gonna wanna, actually get a good reading on the paper. God, I can't even get this thing to focus on anything. This sucks. Okay, there we go. Anyway, tripod. It's angled, of course, so that way it can actually extend over the paper. And even if it doesn't extend, if it's at a slight angle, it looks like it's straight ahead. When you go into Premiere or whatever editing software you have, you're gonna have to rotate whatever the video footage is 180 degrees, so that way it actually angles the right way. But what I did is, because if I have the tripod without anything weighting it down, naturally it's gonna tip forward a bit, so it'll do something like that. So what I have to do is I have to keep something weighing down that third end, so that way it stays down. Kind of ghetto, but it works. So from my point of view, this is kind of how it all works together. So I'll be sitting down, I have the drawing, I'll tape that down, I'll have the phone right over on that end, facing down on the paper. I have my laptop off to the side. And then if I need to print anything out, specifically if I have to print out like the image that I'm using as a reference, so I'll have that on the screen in case. And then I have my printer right off to the side. I can go ahead, turn that on, print whatever I need. If I make a mistake and I'm working on a sketch or a stencil, I have a light box down here that I can use. And this whole setup is what allows me to work as efficient as possible. Now, besides the actual setup for the video, and of course my dog is over here making some noises. What's up, Spike? Besides the actual setup for the video, there are a few other things that go into making sure that this whole process works. So let's start with the stencil, for example. After I make the stencil, the first thing I have to do is immediately scan it. And it's, like I said, it's convenient that my printer and my scanner is right next to me. I scan it and I upload it to my computer. And the first thing I do is put it in one of the folders that it needs to go in. There's obviously a few different general categories. And then aside from that, I have to go ahead and I have to make the templates for it. So a perfect example is, like, let's say we have the Dame 4, right? So I have the image that I scanned right over here. I have the template for the thumbnail that you're gonna see on the website right here. And then I have the actual template for the stencil that you're gonna get when you go on the website. So, and I have to do all that in Photoshop. Luckily, I have templates for that. So when we go back here, you see I have a sneaker template and a thumbnail template. That's just templates that I made on Photoshop, so that way I can easily just put the image in there, resize it how I need it, and then I can go ahead and export that as JPEG, and then I have it forever. And then finally, there is a few other things I need to do in order to complete the setup for the video. One of them is I have to make the thumbnail. Now, I have a lot of different templates over here. Depending on what I'm doing, I'll pull whatever template that I need, and then I'll just input the image as well as change whatever text that I need. And the main thing that I want you guys to take away from all this is that if you're gonna do something often, like I do these videos multiple times a week, it only makes sense to try and optimize the system in which you work. So if I know I'm gonna have to make a thumbnail for every video, instead of trying to recreate that thumbnail every single time, I should make a template of the parts that I know I'm gonna keep, and then all I have to do is open that template and change what needs to be changed. So if it's a template for a thumbnail, all I have to do is change the actual sneaker that's in the thumbnail and then the text around it, but that's easy. Now, since I'm already making this video, I might as well go and give you guys a room tour. Starting from the top, I have a few posters. I really want to fill up this wall with posters. Here's an assignment that I did. Again, using that kind of comic book style, I went and made a collage with the color wheel, and I had a Joker in the center. I keep a few extra frames off to the side in case I need it for a big project. I love movies, so I have my movie rack, and I have a few other small things over there on the side. Cookie comments. I keep a box always. I have a few little things over here. It's kind of a mess, but I have a lot of stuff that I did for school. Again, more frames. Closet's a mess, don't worry about that. I got the wall. Of course, my bed is right over there. And then I have the curtain. Behind there is my backyard, so nothing too crazy. Keep my gel pens over here. It comes in this case, so I just laid it out that way so it's easy to take whatever I need. Another art piece. And then I think every sneakerhead has a rack in their room. Unfortunately for me, or maybe fortunately for me, my rack consists of a lot of school stuff as well as practical stuff like my printer. I have a lot of different folders and stuff over there in the center. These shoes, I mean, they're not crazy. Don't expect to see a review on any of those. Those are all my beaters in the bottom. I have a few pairs over at the top, and then a lot of extra books and stuff. And then of course my hats. Alright guys, but thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoy this content, leave a like. I like doing these different kind of videos other than the sneaker drawing videos, only because I feel like you see a different side of me that also relates to me as well. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.